Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys out there are having a great day. I'm having a very high energy, just ramming into the wall type of day. It's really, really awesome. And a bit of a cold, as you might hear my heat is on. I'm getting a little chilly. So I turned them up. And yeah, so today I switched up the order of how I do things. And if you been along my journey like long enough, I like switching the order of things. I like being a little spontaneous with it, but this time I actually had a concrete reason. It wasn't just like mental um, stability. It was also I want to get more beats done. I want to focus more on the product than I do on outreach for now. Um, till I can kind of find my footing and I'm like, all right, cool. And the beats are taking longer and more people are contacting me for the beats. So I'm starting to get, start to get into a rhythm. If you don't know who I am, I'm Chris and I'm 19 years old, entrepreneur. Started an e-commerce business not that long ago, probably like a month or 2 months ago. And I'm documenting the journey of that e-commerce business. Yeah, and I sell beats. That's what the e-commerce business is. I sell beats to rappers, so music producing type stuff. And yeah, it's been really awesome. It's been really cool so far in this journey that I've been on. Today's probably day 31, maybe for you guys. It's still late January for like context sake, but it is pretty big news because it's the last of the week, which might not make sense for you guys, but I've been going pretty much every day, documenting and trying to get a piece of my journey either out to you guys or within me. Where, I missed, I think maybe one day, but this whole month. But yeah, this month has been great in terms of progress, and we're almost done with it. It's the end of week 4. It's the 28th. So tomorrow, the start of a new week, start of week 5, and it feels like I just ended week 3. I'm like, we're just going for it. It just keeps rolling. You know what I mean? The ball just keeps rolling downhill, and I'm just trying to catch up, just trying to do what I can to make sure I'm there. And yesterday I was watching Spider-Verse Part 2, the Across the Spider-Verse with my sister. I was showing her some clips from it and showing her really the movie, trying to get into it. And I realized that in Part 1, they are far more plot driven and just trying to move the plot forward and show you what's going to happen. Part 2 is more about, they take more liberty in terms of the art of it, the visuals, the taking a break from the plot and just watching like it's a sphere, like not a sphere, what do they call them? The little, I'm not thinking of it right now. The snow globes. Yeah, the snow globes. It's like we're watching it through that, and we're following along with this world that's of outside of the camera, outside of the film. You know what I mean? We're watching the world while we're also watching the plot, which is really cool. And that's how I feel right now. I feel like I'm watching everything from such an outer perspective, taking a break from the plot and focusing more on what matters. You know what I mean? Because short term, yeah, the plot will matter, like in movies. But long term, if you make the movie longer, you can understand more things. You'll get more out of it. You know what I mean? And hopefully I do. I've been getting a lot out of it just in these 4 weeks. I hope you guys have too. I think there's a lot of like weird hidden gems in there for you guys that are interesting because of not only the way I talk, but the amount of topics and things that I'm going through that I'm actually literally experiencing in real time. Whereas today, I'm feeling great. You know what I mean? Today, I'm actually just woke up ready to go, and dopamine is high. I'm not really like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a neurobiologist. I don't know exactly how that works, but in terms of like actually like the upset of having to work and keep going, the grind, I'm not feeling that right now because I've been doing a lot of cold outreach, which is more difficult for me in my brain than beats. So now going back to beats and having a justified reason to do that is pretty epic. It's awesome. I'm like, I'm doing it. And I hope you guys, get a true glimpse of who I am through these. And I hope you don't feel that I'm being inauthentic, because I'm really trying not to. It's just a conversation between me and you, you know? All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go make some more beats, and I'll be back to you guys in about 3 hours, I think, with when I'm done with everything that's really difficult for the day. All right, see you there. I just finished a good amount of the day. You know what I mean? I have like 2 hours left. I'm more than halfway. I'm killing it. You know what I mean? I'm doing great, and I'm having a little bit of fun. I'm like, I'm maybe too much fun because my head's kind of just like spinning. So sometimes I start not paying attention, and time is definitely flying. Like, it's just flying by, and I'm going through it. It's not really like I'm every waking minute I have to go. You know what I mean? It's just everything's flowing. You know what I mean? But in other news, after this, what I have to do is pretty much Instagram Reels, editing, the fun stuff. You guys know this. And I was watching a lot because I did 4 hours of music today. So I did 4 hours of music and only 2 hours of cold outreach and things like that, and messaging people back, whatever it is. And so that was interesting because it was like, how exactly am I going to be the person that flips into watching so much TV? Because I watch TV while I produce. So I'm watching so much TV while producing so much. So my brain just started to get fuzzy and whatever. It was a whole thing. But you know, I what's that song where, I think, is it that Kanye song? Devil in New Dress. He goes, I love it though. I'm like, yeah, I do. To a certain extent, you know. And I love the person that I can become and that I have become, you know. So it's like that. Yesterday was tricky because I went back to working out after skipping 2 days. And if you know, I work out literally every day. So I went back to working out after skipping 2, and oh my God, it was not the same. I was just 2 days skipped, and I was like, Jesus, so different. The way, even like just doing push-ups, it is how you know. Usually how I know if I'm doing really good, my shoulders were hurt. Like when I do a lot of chin-ups, my shoulders were hurt. So it's like my base, my stability is not there, but my biceps are good. Whereas this time my biceps were hurting. I'm like, oh God, and my body's got to get used to this. You know what I mean? And it will. It all takes time, obviously, just like all of this that I'm doing right now. I'm watching some sales videos. I'm starting to realize how much more what I'm doing is legitimately just sales, and how difficult sales are. Sales is a difficult job, and at mass volume, it can be completely worth it. You know, like legitimately completely worth it. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to, tell you fake stuff when I say that sometimes I'm sitting there and it just feels like, man, I should add 2 hours at the end of this because, like I said, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I can add more hours. I am being lazy. You know what I mean? I'm actually like, I enjoy the time with the family, and that's just an excuse. I can do 10 hours. I really do choose not to. But, things that always used to annoy me about like working and all that kind of came back today because I was producing again in a mass amount, and I got a lot done. Like in terms of producing, I was like, thank God I separate my day like this because it was completely worked out. I got everything I wanted to get done and more, which is great. But when I separated the day and went back to producing it, it just reminded me of the old times. I say the old time, like 2 years ago when I was producing and really starting to get into it. Even though I think 2 years ago today, like 2 years ago in this month, I wasn't even producing yet. I think I started producing March of 2022. So that's only like 2 years that I have producing. So, it's kind of like you measure what you've done and what you can do. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to measure what I've done and how much my mentality has changed. Completely just altered. So I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm here now getting it done. I think that's like the whole idea, like the whole mantra for 2024 so far has just been get it done, Speaking of which, let's go get these done. I'm going to get these Instagram Reels done. If you know me, I don't like doing them. I do it anyway. So, all right. I'm going to move on to that and see you guys at the end of the day. Let's do it. I just finished everything I have to do for the rest of the day, and I feel so calm. I feel so excited and calm at the same time, so rooted, and I'm genuinely happy about where I'm at the end of week 4, at the end of this really weird week. It's been an odd week. A lot of things that I didn't think were going to happen happened, and shifted my perspective so much on what the next few years I feel like are going to look like, next few months for sure. And, I'm glad I made it here. I'm glad you guys are here to see it. If you guys have watched me from the beginning, this is everything. I've said that before, like Ultralight being the song by Kanye West, where he says, this is everything. That whole idea, it's like, well, this is literally everything, because this is all the ups, all the downs. This is all of it put in one. And you guys are here to watch. You guys are here to see it. And today wasn't easy to get through by any means. But damn, it was way easier and way less irritating than the alternative, which is like hell. It's like everything I don't like about myself. And now I'm everything I am. Hey, we're back. And we're back on a consistent level, not just dedicated for a little while, dedicated for the whole while. The whole pie is here every day. And I have the proof on camera, on audio, right? It's like these are the things that hopefully when I show my kids, when I show my wife, I'm like, this is who I am. And it's a bit of an identity change, of course. It's an identity change for myself, because maybe you guys will know me years later. Some of you guys will find out about me, and some people will be like, oh, he's the business guy who's really good. Or they'll be like, he's the musician. Whatever they'll find me as. Right now, my identity at 19 years old is this business. And that's my purpose, so to speak, right now. And later it'll be more in art, and it'll be rooted more in art and in my children, hopefully. Pray to God that everything works out with that. And there really isn't much I could tell you that would really make you feel what I'm saying, more than telling you that no matter how many times I've been in places where I'm stuck and I didn't know where to go, this is the only time that I actually didn't want to do it, and I did it anyway. And this is what's true, is when I was 15, I was screenwriting. I was so consistent. I did it for literally months on end. And once I got to the things that started to feel like work, I would quit and move on to something else, and quit and move on to something else, which is a great thing. It led me here. And here is where I went, okay, this is tangible. This is real. At least for me, it's real enough to move forward and say, okay, this is something I could do. I can see a viable future for me and my family. Like, that statement, that idea is so, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. It's scary. Yeah. As all things. It's maybe even scarier than some things, It's not something to be messed with. And I think that I'm not really here to mess around in the first place, I'm not here to be the new Andrew Tate and show up and leave, like, you know what I mean? And show up and say something outlandish just to get views. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to be here for you guys to know that, hey, this person's valid to listen to, because when they were 19, he posted this post years ago. He posted every single day. and made something of himself. And the proof will be in the pudding. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that was a little intense, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really do hope you guys enjoy. And tomorrow's going to be another day. It's going to be another tricky day. Maybe I don't know what I'll do in terms of producing. If I'll just go straight cold outreach or flip-flop like I did today, I don't know. But whatever it is, I know I'll see you guys next time. Peace.